Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another round of basis picks. Now, I'm gonna be totally honest with you, I didn't actually want to do them this week because there's a couple whereby my head is gonna rule my heart, and then there's some others where my heart's gonna rule my head. And it may not typically come down to just analysis of previous fights and styles and patterns. It literally is down to a gut feeling, or in some cases maybe how I've decided to bet because of the odds. So I'm giving full disclosure that this week is not all analysis based, it's not all rational thinking when it comes to the picks. I just want you to know that from now. I'm still fairly confident in all the picks that I'm going to be delivering, but they're not necessarily going to be easy for me to kind of dissect and speak about. So with that being said, I think there's 4 fights I'm interested in sort of dissecting. So without further ado, let's get to the first card. Okay, so tonight sees Sonny Edwards returning to defend his IBF flyweight title. I think this is his 3rd defense of the title, facing the very, very dangerous Felix Alvarado, who is a 2-time light flyweight champion. So basically the division below where Sonny Edwards campaigns now. Hate him or love him, Sonny Edwards has got arguably one of the best boxing brains in the game, like right now today. I would put him in the top 5 boxing brains in terms of IQ, movement, and just studying of the sport. And that's the praise that I'm going to give him on this particular platform. That being said, his lack of power is a really, really big issue. Now, usually he can bull and matador people around the ring because he will fight a lot of maybe pressuring boxer punches, or even just standard boxer punches. Heavy-handed guys, but they're gonna look to be in position to land their shots. They're gonna try and work off the jab and out jab, sort of try to out jab him, try to land that backhand off of a jab, which is something that he can normally read quite well. Very rarely will he get caught with those shots because he's boxing with people that ain't on his level skill wise. This though, to me, is one of the, actually this is the most dangerous opponent he's been in the ring with. Metaleni was definitely the greatest, but Metaleni, again, it was more of a pressuring boxer puncher. He was trying to set up shots, he was trying to set traps, whereas Sonny was just picking him off, picking and moving, great feet for the whole fight. On this occasion, Felix Alvarado is a person that will literally run to the target to close the gap. And when I say run, I'm not talking about like, trying to, jab his way in or fire his way in. He will literally hop, skip and jump himself into positions to either cut off exit ways for Sonny, or to throw shots even before his feet have reached back on the floor. And that is something that Sonny hasn't dealt with as of yet. Now, the first couple rounds could be well in Sonny's control, hit and move. You can keep that up pretty much at a certain pace all night long, and Sonny is very good at dictating pace. The question is, will Felix Alvarado let him dictate a pace, or will he constantly be on his chest, throwing shots at him, hitting him to the body, hitting him low, hitting him on the hips to stop him from being able to move, swinging those heavy bombs up top? Now, Sonny's going to block and dodge a lot of the headshots, but he's going to get hit to the body a lot. And as I said, he might get hit low quite a bit as well. Alvarado has had many points off in the past for low blows, but they always do what they're supposed to do. They slow down the target, stop you from being able to move, and now you've got to exchange with him. He's never been down, and he's got a hard head. He's Nicaraguan, the same as, Chocolatito Gonzalez, who's normally in the crowd with him, and his I guess it's technically his older brother Rene. They're twins, but he fights at several weight classes above. So look, how do I see this one going? I think Sonny Edwards is going to control the first part of the fight, the first third. So the first 4 rounds, Bull and Matador, he's going to be able to counter punch, he's going to be able to hit and move, and Alvarado's not going to land a huge amount. He's not going to land anything clean, but he is going to dig to the body, he is going to throw and be dirty, he's going to trap Sonny in corners at times, and I don't know if Sonny's going to have the clinch game to be able to stop him from being able to work. And Alvarado is very good at, you know, nullifying clinches and getting out of them and still working on the inside. I think the second third is going to be a bit more of a trade-off in terms of Sonny is going to have to hold his feet a bit more and try and exchange and give Alvarado a reason not to pursue him, which then would lead to the third of the fight, whereby at this point it would be more sort of survival, banking enough of the early rounds to, you know, be able to maintain that lead throughout the sort of the last half to, you know, the last third of the fight, where, you know, Alvarado is now trying to pour it on, becoming a bit more desperate. However, if I'm being honest, I don't think Sonny's going to be able to sustain the defense against the, you know, the beating that Alvarado is going to try and inflict on him throughout the entire fight. And I do see him slowing down and getting trapped between rounds like 8, 9 and 10. I think he's going to be able to ride out the storm initially, but I see Sonny getting stopped between rounds 11 and 12. I think round 10 is going to take a toll on him, and I think rounds 11 and 12 he's going to be there to get taken out, and I think Alvarado's going to have enough spite and grit left to do it. Now, I did say on Monday Night Smoke, if you've got a £10 spare, I would definitely put money on the knockout. The last time I saw odds, they were at 5-1, and Alvarado to win on decision is actually at 14-1. So saying that Sonny could survive, again, if you've got a tenner spare, it's not a bad shout. That's going to return you back £150, or it's going to return you back 60 for the KO, depending on which way you want to go. If you just want to do the bet outright, I think the last thing I saw was 10-3, so that works out what, about £45, so you get back that 55 at the end of it. I mean, the odds are worth it if you've got a tenner spare. If it's your last £10, no, don't do it. But having said that, you know, I will always talk about that Capricorn factor. Sonny is one of those, so there is every chance that he does bank a lot of the early rounds and then basically just runs for like the last 4 to 5, you know, maybe even nicking one of those and getting a unanimous 116, 112, 117, 111 type card. But I just can't see it. Alvarado just won't let him breathe, and it's the sustained pressure and having to fight out of those clinches that is going to cause Sonny to, I feel, to gas out and ultimately get stopped towards the back end of the fight. Leave your comments down below, let me know what you think, and yeah, we'll see who's right and who's wrong on that one. But I respect him for taking the fight anyway, because there's a lot of people that probably would have vacated and, you know, just maybe moved up and gone to another option, or became a mandatory of another belt of a slightly more easy night's work. Because make no mistake, this will be Sonny's hardest fight to date. Yeah, anyway, that's enough of that one. What's the next card? It's the Sky Sports card, so let's look into that.